everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to get ready with you and show you how I'm going to be wearing my makeup for my maternity shoot. That's what we're doing today. I'm very excited. So before we get into that, I would love it if you wanted to subscribe to my channel so you can kind of keep seeing more videos from me. I would love to have you, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy videos like this, and let's get started. I'm going to prep my lips with my Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. And prepping my face with the usual culprits, my Weleda Skin Food and ELEMIS Superfood. Really just want to make sure my skin is nice and hydrated so all the other products lay nicely on top. Alright, for my brows, taking my Refi Brow Gel to brush these up. Alright, I want to get right into my eyes before we do the rest of the face, and I'm going to be prepping them with my Beauty, my goodness, someone tell me how to pronounce their name, Eyeshadow Amplifying Base. I'm prepping my eyeshadow with an eyeshadow base because I want them to actually last throughout the shoot. I don't want the colors to get muted throughout the day. I want them to stay exactly how I have them the entire day and not have to worry about it. And we're going to dive into my Natasha Denona Retro palette. First, going in with this light dusty pink shade called Vivian. We are going to distribute that all over the transition area. The look I'm going for is kind of a soft dusty rose look. I'm wearing this dress, and then I have a dusty rose dress as well that I'm going to be wearing, and I think these colors will accent both of the dresses very well. And I want something soft and elegant to kind of I don't know, be timeless, you know. I don't want anything too crazy bold. I'm not trying to be super sexy. Like these are my maternity photos, so I want them to kind of reflect that nicely. All right, next I'm going to go into Nude Mauve, which is the next darker shade in the palette. I'm take on the same brush, but then I'm also going to be taking just a piece of paper to kind of line up on this edge. Now I do want a nice kind of winged out shape. And then at the end, I'm going to kind of blend over top of it to soften the edge. This is just going to help me kind of keep the shape that I want. So right now that's really, really harsh. I'm going to go over that later to kind of soften it. Now I'm taking a more detailed fluffy brush, going into the shade Go Go, which is this shade, and the next shade we're going to go in are basically the same color as the other dress that I'll be wearing in my pictures. So it's kind of cool that they match so well. So again, I'm taking it along kind of the outer edge, like so, and then I'll be blending it into the crease as well. Just slowly adding in dimension. Okay, now I'm taking a Morphe M433. It's kind of like a pinched fluffy brush, going into the shade Amara, which is again just the next deeper shade in the palette. And this I'm going to just start by packing on the outer corner like so, and then start to blend, just because I want to keep most of the pigment on this outer corner here, and then start to slowly buff it up. So we have like this nice gradient. Okay, now I'm going to take a really pointed, very precise blending brush into the shade Groove, which is such a pretty mulberry color. I'm gonna take that, and again, we're going to concentrate it even closer to the lash line, like so, and keep it a bit lower. Okay, and now to make sure all of that is nice and blended, we're going to go back into this color, or this brush, mixing Go-Go and Amara. We're just going to kind of go over that a little bit. Now, because I want to make sure the next shade really sticks and pops, I'm going to go in with a shimmery color. We're going to dip into my Rose Quartz palette real fast. Not doing too much in here. But I do want to take the color Lovestone, that really weird Petri dish shade that acts as a really awesome base. We're going to stick that kind of in the center and inner portion of the lid. And then we're going to go into the color Psychedelic in the Retro palette. This one, this glorious shimmery pink. And press that right on top. Okay, now that we have that there, I'm going to go back into this fluffy brush and the color Go-Go. And now that we kind of have like everything kind of set where we want it, I'm going to blend this into my crease to bring back in some depth there. Alright, and that's it for the eyes for right now. We're going to go ahead and work on our face. Today I'm just going to be taking my Guerlain L'Essentiel foundation, picking that up on my sponge, and we're going to blend that out. Okay, and next I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And we're going to pop that under the eyes, bring it up on the cheekbones to really brighten under there, and then along the other high points of the face. Concealer, we're taking my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer, and I am going to put it in the inner corner, and then right here, and then along the sides to brighten, and then a little bit around my nose, and then adding extra coverage on like my healing acne scars, and then a little bit down here. And then because it's a photo shoot, I am going to highlight my nose as well with this. I am not a pro at that. I very rarely do that. Then we're going to be very careful and use my concealer brush to kind of get into this inner corner so we don't ruin our hard work. Patting that along the under eye, and then taking this out here and sweeping it up, and then patting it around. And we're going to take my sponge and kind of press all of that in. All right, now we're going to use my RCMA No Color Powder to press some powder into the under eyes to really make sure they set nicely. And then we're going to press this around my mouth as well, and on my chin, just to try and help the longevity down there. Now, I have this random sample from Danessa Myricks Beauty of her Vision Flush, and I have fallen in love with these three shades. This Toasted Almond is admittedly a little too deep for a bronzer contour shade for me, but because this is like a photo shoot, I know kind of colors might get a little diluted in translation and they might fade a little bit throughout the day. So I am going to be using that as my bronzer contour, and then the other two as my blush and highlight as well. They're just so beautiful. So they come in these cute little things like so. And I'm going to just dip my finger into the contour color and kind of place it where I need it. And just kind of going one side at a time because these Vision Flushes do dry pretty fast. I like to apply them first with like a pressing motion and then more of a buffing. Kind of go between the two. Blend it out. It doesn't look too harsh. These blend out so nicely. And then for blush, we're going in with the shade, no, I'm gonna go in with the Tiara shade, the highlight first before I go into blush. Again, just taking that on my finger and I'm just gonna press that in to my high points. This is such a pretty highlight color. And then the blush is Bread and Butter, which is, again, so close to my other dress that I'll be wearing. I'm just going to lightly get my brush in here, super pigmented. Now, again, for longevity's sake, I am going to be setting everything with powder as well. For that, I'll be using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. And going in first with the bronzer, just going in and kind of further sculpting a little bit. And then I'm gonna mix the blushes with the highlighter, just because why not? And then we're gonna take the Ambient Lighting powder on this bigger fluffy brush and first kind of dust away that bake, and then just kind of go along everything else. All right, now we're gonna finish up the lower lashes. We're gonna go in first with Nude Mauve on a fluffier lower lash line brush, and I'm actually gonna mix it a little bit with Vivian too. And we're going to blend this along the lower lash line, and then we're going to blend it up, connecting it to what's up here to use this to soften that edge up there. And then taking kind of a smudgy brush, we're gonna go into Amara and blend that along closer to the lashes. And then I'm gonna go into my ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Charmer. We're gonna use this on my waterline and tightline and also along the lash line as well to line the eyes. Keeping it on like the outer corner area. And then we're going to blend it out with the shade Rebellion. Blending / setting. Just adding in that beautiful plummy color and extra dimension. I'm also going to use that to set my waterline. We're going to do a couple things for an inner corner highlight. We're first going to go into this beautiful bright white shade in the palette called Mod to first brighten. And then we're going to go back into the Hourglass palette into the actual highlighter, and we're going to use that as well. It's not going to be a super intense blingy inner corner highlight, but I think it will still be pretty. Now we're going to set the face. I first take my ColourPop Pretty Fresh spray And then my Benefit Professional spray as well. And I'm going to spray this on the butt of my sponge too, and use this to just press everything into the face, into the skin, to get rid of any powderiness and just make sure everything is set and looks one with the skin. Okay, and we're going to skip mascara. And I'm actually going to go in with my Lilac Street Midnight Faux Lashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply these and I'll be back. Now those are some lashes. I am not used to such bold lashes at all. I kind of wish they tapered a little bit better in the inner corner. But this is a photo shoot, so they work for their purpose today. If you want to see how I apply my Lilac Street lashes, I will link that video down below. I really love how comfortable they are. I do prefer a more subtle style, but for a photo shoot, these are pretty perfect and they are kind of growing on me a little bit. Let me know what you think down below. So for lips, I'm going to line them with my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Cacao. I'm gonna blend that in with my finger. On top, we're gonna go with my Bite Beauty Power Move Soft Matte Lipstick in the shade Sugar Buns. We're gonna pat that on top. And then in the center, I'm going to take my Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Divinyl Lip Shine in the shade Nude Venish. I'm going to pat this in the center. Just for a little bit of hydration look. So that's everything. This is kind of how I'm doing my makeup for my maternity shoot. Kind of a soft but glam look, and everything should last all day. I feel very pretty with my soft curls and in colors that I just feel beautiful in, and I think that's what's important. I think you should be dressing the way that you feel most confident and beautiful for a maternity shoot or engagement photos or for your wedding or something like that. This look would look great for any of those occasions, I think. And yeah, hope you all enjoy. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to keep seeing more videos from me. I'd love to have you. And give this video a big thumbs up. It does help out quite a bunch. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.